Welcome to the Moms That Read podcast. I'm Katarina.
I'm McKenzie.
And I'm Kaylee. And today we are going to be giving you all of our book recommendations that you can read on the beach or lounging by the pool on vacation. So we're excited for all of our vacations.
I know. I know. Oh,
desperately waiting for one.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we do that, do you want to get into recent reads?
Yeah. So I finished Nova, which was the second Renegades book from...
Yeah.
If you don't know, Wilder is the first book. Rebecca Yarros. I didn't like it as much. Like, I 4-starred it.
Yeah.
I, absolutely
Loved
5-starred Wilder.
Yeah.
And this was good.
Yeah.
It just wasn't my favorite. I wasn't obsessed with Landon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked him, but I wasn't like, oh my God, Paxton Wilder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wasn't obsessed with him in the first book.
No,
either,
like,
so.
he was fine. The whole book is basically about, without... You guys know who the FMC is, but so I won't want to say it because that's a big twist in the book. But about him trying to regain her love,
Yeah.
and she's ticked at him because of everything that happened. And so,
I kind of forgot that that's how that ended.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
yeah, it does. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
like she shows up,
And it wasn't as good? Because I feel like that would have been... Is that
I-
considered a second chance?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They weren't like enemies to lovers or anything,
Right.
They weren't friends, so I don't know. I guess second chance. It was fine.
Interesting.
And then Rebecca Yarros is known for her twist, and the twist was just meh. You know what I mean?
Really?
I feel like Wilder was dang, you know.
I feel
Whereas
like that's
Nova was
kind of hard
okay,
in a series.
Yeah, to
Like
have that many
with a
plot
different
bombs.
POV. Yeah.
So it was good. I would definitely say read it,
Unless
but
you're Catherine Cowles.
True. True. Where was it set? Was
On
it
the
on a
cruise.
boat? The same cruise?
yeah, because
Oh,
she
so
shows
the
up.
timeline kind of...
It's the same. Yeah, it's literally it starts right from where Wilder ends.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
because she shows up,
Right.
and then Landon's like, and then it's
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see how Rebel goes though, because that's Penna's story,
Right.
and Penna has no one in the first 2 books. I'm assuming that
Yeah.
also picks up right where it leaves off. So
Interesting.
yeah.
That's probably another series I won't finish.
Oh, I loved it. I'll read Rebel this summer probably.
I'm going to do a YouTube video on all the series that I
you're
haven't finished. It's probably going to be an hour long. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it would be for me too.
I could do that too. I've started a bunch of romance books, and then I don't even realize they're series.
I don't feel like that's the same though as a fantasy series.
True.
You know what I mean? I can read
Yeah.
one off and whatever.
Blood and Ash is the only one so far, other than On Wings of Blood,
That you haven't
that
finished?
I haven't finished.
Really? Oh, I've got
think.
15.
Well, my
Yeah,
plan is
same.
to finish Trial of Sun Queen,
okay.
the artifacts
Yeah.
of
Uranus, yeah.
And then I'm finishing Throne of Glass. Well, I won't finish Crescent City. Is that considered separate though?
No, that's
It's
a separate.
separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
I need to look.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
I just finished reading Under the Stars by Laura Pavlov, which is the
Is that-
second book
okay.
in the Cottonwood Cove series.
Do I know those characters? Or
The
no?
cousin series.
Right.
It's you don't know these. No.
Okay.
It has to do with, I think, is it the girl? No, I think they're all, the cousins of Dylan.
Okay.
So all of that side of the family. So the first one was the cousin that we meet in the last book, in Dylan's book, and then this is his sister.
Oh,
Under the
she was
Stars.
at the end of the Dylan book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
so. Georgia?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this is Georgia's book. And I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I still really liked it. It's basically this guy is opening up his family's, it's like a publisher company for books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he needs an assistant. And so she becomes an assistant, but she also has a degree in whatever it is for publishing and artwork. So she does a little bit of that too. But anyway, he's not very nice. But she also doesn't put up with it. So it's like a good banter-filled book.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
like that.
Interesting.
I like that.
Okay, so what's interesting, this is totally off topic, but banter normally is enemies to lovers. The book club book, One Golden Summer, that we're doing, is banter, but they're not enemies. I've never seen true banter where it's they meet and they it's kind of like insta love, but they're not
Yeah.
I'm halfway through and they still haven't fallen in love, but his personality is just banter.
Okay.
Ooh, I wonder if it's
interesting.
like first time caller.
I was about to say that's like first time
Like
caller.
he comes
Ooh.
across kind of arrogant, but like in a cute way, kind of like he thinks
Ooh.
he's like cool,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Ha, you're not hot stuff." It's good.
I won't be able to come to that, but I'm gonna read it because I'll be at
Yeah.
the beach. So
I'll be at the
It's
beach.
cute. I think it's not
I'm
my
gonna read
favorite,
that.
but I think
But-
it's really good.
apparently it's not in the right order. Like it's not a standalone, right?
Okay, I thought they were. She has 4 books.
Right. This is the very
first,
end.
yeah, and the first I've read all of them. The first book is Every Summer After,
Mm-hmm.
and then she has 2 other books. And then I thought this was a standalone until
Mm-hmm.
I started reading it, and I was like, that's the characters from Every Summer After. It's the sibling. It's the brother.
Oh,
And so
I've
I
not
don't
read
think
any of them. So
I
I'm
don't
just
think
gonna
it's
dive
marketed
in.
as a series. But if you
Oh.
and you don't have to read
It's
Every Summer
interconnected
After
standalone.
technically,
Okay.
but like most of the time they're said that they're a series, and this was like I just happened to know. I was like, I know that
Yeah.
name because the girl's name is Percy, which is like not a common name. So I was
No.
like, wait, I know that name.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, dang, okay. So you can totally read this without reading
Okay.
Every
Yeah.
Summer
I
After.
want to. It looks really
But-
good.
I liked Every Summer After better, but
So I just finished Delicate Escape. So Fragile Sanctuary was the first one. This was the second one, and I love Shep Colson
Yes.
so much.
Shep.
His
Shep.
name's Shepherd. Shepherd,
Mhm.
yeah.
Love that. Love him. I loved everything about it. Just her. I'm obsessed with these crazy ex-boyfriend stories.
Yes.
They're so
I
good.
feel like I'd like those.
I think you really would
What's the
because
third one is
the plot twist at the end, once again, did not think it was going to be who it was.
Mm-hmm.
It got me. I did.
Nice.
Once the car scene happened, I was like, oh, okay. And then
Yes.
still, I guessed it wrong. It was really good.
I definitely
Interesting. I need to
Because
I
she
need to read
kind of
some
leads
those.
you on, and you're like, oh,
It's
this is what's
definitely
happening.
this. Like
Red
she makes
herring.
lots of people
Yeah.
suspects to where you're
Yeah.
like,
Could it be them?
could it be them?
Yeah,
Could it be
it
them?
was
Could it be
really good.
Could it be them?
Mm.
Yeah.
And I loved him, and I don't even remember the girl's name.
I don't know.
But I love Shep. She's
Shep.
really
Oh,
great.
I need to read some of
The
those.
third
You do.
book is it the hockey? Yes, it's the hockey one.
The brother?
Yes, it's the hockey
Okay.
one.
Oh, and this is the mom
With the
or
baker-
the woman has a kid
With a son, yeah. And he plays hockey.
Yes.
Okay, yes. That one I
Oof.
think was my second favorite of the series.
Arden's is the first.
Arden's is my
okay.
first favorite, yes.
I'm gonna have to read it soon.
So the next two are the best two in the series. So
Interesting. That never happens.
I
Normally,
know.
like, the first one is like
her books just like they keep getting better and better.
interesting.
like-
is that her?
So wait,
that's
what's
not her only
the-
series.
No, she
the
has like three
husband
more.
or the ex-husband is gonna be the crazy part. Ooh,
No
okay.
comment.
No comment.
Oh well, there was a lot of things happening with him.
But like when you figure out why she
Mm-hmm.
is the way she is, it's so sad. Yeah.
Okay, I need to read those.
You really need to. They're
I think I'd
good.
like them.
It's like 50-50 thriller romance, and the romance is just an added bonus, but the thriller is what
See,
kept
I
me
like it
in.
because there's romance. I can
Yeah.
read it if you give me romance.
Yeah,
So
interesting. I'll add it to my list.
yeah.
So beach reads.
I think we all kind of approach these differently.
yeah.
Like you were talking
Yeah.
about the authors that you chose.
Yeah. So I feel like most. I don't know. I picked it by author, and I picked like 2 or 3 of their like more beachy, more popular ones, because I feel like I don't look at Rebecca Yarros as like a beach read.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No.
But there are some like I think of Emily Henry as a beach read, and so does that make sense?
Right.
So like I picked ones like authors that I felt like were beachy, and then picked some of their books. If
Right.
that makes sense.
I think I just picked books that gave off
Beach vibes.
I'd want to read at the beach. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I just picked books that
Yeah.
I think I'd read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at
Same.
the beach.
And I picked them based off of if I had 6 hours to sit on a beach and just read,
What would I want to read?
what could I get 80% of the way done?
I read Babylonia on the beach this year
Oh,
because I needed to get it done. And I was like, this is not a beach read.
Mark
all.
off. So that I
Wow.
kind of did like a vibes.
Yeah.
Like I could sit, and if I had 6 hours, I could finish the whole book.
I also feel this may be weird, but I also feel like it's like based on the cover too.
right.
You know, like if it's like bright and like
Yeah.
fun and like
Yes.
I'm like that's probably a beach read.
Absolutely.
So
And then in my head, I'm like, looks can be deceiving.
I
That's
totally
scary.
judge books on their cover,
I do too.
and I think that'd be a really interesting podcast episode.
Yeah.
For sure.
What have we been right about? What have we not been right about based on the cover?
Okay, well, let's start.
I picked first. The first one is funny that you said that because I picked the author.
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
It was Annabelle
Monaghan.
Monaghan.
Mhm.
And
Until next summer.
She has 4 books out, I believe.
Not until next summer. That's Allie Brady.
No.
What is her?
Summer Romance.
She has another one.
She has one coming out, I think.
Yeah, she does. There's another summer one though, I feel like.
Same time next summer.
Yes.
Nora goes off script. Summer Romance was my favorite.
I hadn't read that one.
No, I don't think you have read that one, but that one was my favorite of the three, and that one I think you would like.
Yeah,
it's based on a beach in Hawaii.
I read Same Time Next Summer, and it was like fine.
Yeah,
like
that one was not my favorite.
Yeah.
That one was my least favorite of the three, but it still wasn't bad.
Yeah,
but Summer Romance is based on a beach in Hawaii. This man who has like severe PTSD rents out his. It's like a little apartment in the back of like a separate apartment in the back to people who come visit the beach, and that's how he makes his money.
Yeah.
And so this girl comes and stays there for like a month and a half because I think she was getting married and then wasn't getting they called it off, so she went to go stay somewhere for a month and a half, and I think she wrote books or did something with writing.
Yeah.
But anyways, she helps break him out of his shell. It's
so
good.
I was picturing old man who owns this place. Okay.
No. Like young.
Okay.
Fresh out
That
of
makes
the
sense.
army, like PTSD.
It's not what I was picturing. Okay.
Yeah. No.
I don't know why. I was thinking like
really good.
I don't know. I was thinking
It's really good.
Okay.
I like
good.
that one.
nice.
Okay, so I did Unhoneymooners.
Oh yeah.
Christina Lauren.
I was about to do Christina Lauren. That's funny. That's good.
That book.
That is
I
a
could
great
never stop
book.
recommending that book. Just the whole start of the book was so good.
Yeah.
And I love that they hate each other because, enemies to lovers. And then it's set in Hawaii. So that's one. The banter is great. It's fast paced, I feel like. And it's an easy read.
Yeah.
Kind of chill. Nothing crazy happens.
Well, going off of Christina Lauren, I put Love in Other Words and Paradise Problem.
I put Paradise Problem.
It was not my favorite of hers, but Paradise Problem, they are fake dating and have to convince their parents.
I liked Paradise Problem.
It was
I need
not
to
my
read
favorite
that.
of hers. It was good.
I love
it
a
just
good
wasn't my
fake
favorite of
dating.
hers. It felt like another book I had read recently. I can't think of what. I'll think of it. But so they fake date. He acts like she's the fiance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they have to convince the parents that they're engaged while they're on this vacation. So, and then Love in Other Words is my favorite of theirs.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I don't know if I'd want to read that one on the beach, though.
Is it
I was
sad?
crying.
Yeah, there are parts.
Am I sweating or am I crying?
It is
I don't know.
so good. They are best friends growing up. And
Boy and girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're, from 8 years old, best friends. And then made up together.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff that
I thought you were
happens
about
in
to say
between.
one of them dies.
No.
Oh,
No.
you went kind of like, oh,
No.
God.
Oh,
okay.
I loved it.
I liked it a lot. I just definitely
Wouldn't read on the beach.
not that one. I'd read any of her other ones.
That's so funny.
No, because it was sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't trying to cry on the beach.
No, I want a happy read on the beach.
That's true.
Now, it's good for not on the beach, or maybe like when you're in a room by yourself at night.
Maybe on the way to the beach while you're
way to the
driving in the car.
Or like when you're sad that you're leaving the beach.
Oh,
That's
true.
fair.
Read it on the
Okay.
way home.
Oh, I loved it.
I loved it too.
That's a really good one to read.
Okay.
I
It's
think
so
it might be in
good.
her TBR drawer.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
interesting. It's really good.
I put Always Mine by Laura Pavlov.
Wait, which one is that?
The first one
Oh.
in the series.
Okay. I put
Yeah.
the last two.
Yeah.
Those are beach
The
reads?
whole series. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. She's very much like a spicy Sarah Adams, or like
so
a more
good.
adult Sarah Adams.
They're very light
Mm-hmm.
and just easy to read. I listened to the audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to read, I'm excited to use my Kindle this year at the beach because before that I couldn't read a physical book because the light,
The
like the
glare,
sun
yeah.
and the glare gave
Yeah.
me headaches. Audiobooks, if that's the route you got to go, all of those are on audio.
Yeah.
And you will Hoopla has them for
Oh.
free. So
Yeah.
Nice.
which one what sister is that?
Oh gosh, that one is. Let me look because I don't remember all their names. I'm reading so many different series, or I'm reading a lot of her series right now.
Well, it's funny you say audiobook and kind of like Sarah Adams because I've been listening to a ton of Sarah Adams audiobooks.
Oh.
And
where are you listening to them at?
Libby.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and they're
Maybe
like 8
that's-
hours.
Oh, that's
well, I
good.
just finished The Temporary Roomie. I didn't like it.
You didn't?
It was.
It's a pregnancy trip.
Yeah.
And he's a gynecologist.
Ew.
That part was a little weird. It was Vivian.
What?
Vivian.
Okay.
Vivian.
I didn't. The story itself was cute and it was hilarious. There were a lot of like really funny parts.
Ew.
But the
Did
trope
you read
itself,
the first one in it?
Mm-mm.
No, I like that one more.
Which one's that?
The
Lucy and Cooper.
Off Limits Rule.
Oh, I have that one. I haven't read it.
Lucy and Cooper.
Lucy and
yes.
Cooper.
That one I liked so much more.
Yeah,
than the temporary
this one felt
roomie.
kind of weird. I just started The Match, and
Okay,
I love it.
The Match, speaking of that, The Match would be a great one.
It would be.
And the Off Limits Rule would be a really good one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I actually put Beg, Borrow, and Steal and Practice Makes Perfect.
Well,
I read Beg, Borrow, and Steal.
The Off Limits Rule is based in summer.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
go out on the boat a lot
Yeah.
and like swim. So it's giving beach.
The Match is adorable. I'm only like an hour and a half in, but she has epilepsy and has a service dog, and she works for like a service dog company.
It's like a
and
pretty much like a nonprofit. service
Yeah, and a
dog
single dad has a 10-year-old who has epilepsy and comes in to get a service dog.
and the
It's
daughter is the
cute
one
so
that
far.
reaches out to the service dog company.
Yeah,
and
she wants
he
to.
doesn't know.
Yeah.
So it's giving.
It's
time color.
really
Oh, yeah.
cute.
Okay.
Temporary
That's
Roomie
cute.
was it was fine, but I like this one so much better.
See, I like Temporary Roomie. I did think it was a little cringe.
It's a little cringe.
Add
Literally the
gynecologist
last like
to the
30
list.
pages, or I'm assuming I did audiobook, but I'm assuming the last 30 pages are her having the baby.
Ew. Okay. No.
Yeah.
I'd rather not read
That's
about
my
that.
favorite.
Pass.
The cover is even her like pregnant and him
Ew.
like.
The first book in that series, the Off Limits Rule that you
Yeah.
have, is much
Well, and
better
I
than
like
that one.
them like in this book.
Yeah, no, they're funny. I love them.
And Jesse and Drew were fine.
And it's
I just,
brother's
the
best
trope
friend.
Was just,
It's I
Oh.
have learned that I am
Okay.
obsessed with Brother's Best Friend. Like so many of
Yeah.
my books are Brother's Best Friend. I don't know
love
why.
that.
Do I have an older brother? No.
No. Is this something I've ever experienced? No.
But
But
do
it's
I eat
cute.
it up every time I read it?
Absolutely.
I just picture you like walking in the house and being like, "He's here," you know.
Absolutely. But no, I didn't have an older brother growing up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I have brothers, but not older.
I'm
I
the
have an older
oldest.
stepbrother, but I don't think that trip wouldn't have existed in my head. Because I read Twilight. I mean, my trips were vampires
Yeah.
and werewolves.
Oh, that's funny.
That's so funny. Okay, so I have on here for the cake. I am 80% of the way through with it, and I cannot put this book down.
Interesting.
It
and
is
it's not that popular.
So good. No, and
You need to popularize it.
I need to. I'm gonna make a TikTok about it and tag her in it because hands down, you would love it.
I'm gonna read it.
The
yeah.
fake dating trope is
I'm
so
gonna
good.
Go ahead and add it to
He
mine.
is a writer.
Okay.
And he wrote he's trying to get published. Backstory: him and the girl.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Klein. Weird name,
Oh,
but and her name is
C-L-I-N-E.
Paisley. Klein.
Oh.
Yes. So they met in college, had a weird makeout session. She texted him, or he texted her, and she never responded. She thought that he never texted her. So then they have a creative writing class
miscommunication.
together. Yes, they have a creative writing class together, and she has to write this this nonfiction story, and then they swap it with all the classmates anonymously. He rips her paper to shreds. She hates him. They never talk to each other again.
Did they know? They knew who each other were.
They knew who each
Okay.
other were, but she avoided him because he never
yeah.
texted her.
Yeah.
They run into each other 8 years later.
Is it at a wedding?
No. Her sister is marrying her college sweetheart, and they go out for a bachelorette night, and she runs into him again at the bar where they went, and she claims him as her boyfriend when her mom and her sister start antagonizing her about not bringing a date to the wedding.
I love
They
that.
go out to Bald Head Island in
Okay.
North Carolina,
Yeah.
and they have to spend a week together. But the romance is not cringy. It is so tastefully done.
Oh.
I know it's written by a woman, but when he says these things,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my
Swoon.
gosh, I'm swooning
Yeah.
over this guy.
Does
It
she have
is-
any other books?
Yes, and Goodreads does her dirty
Oh.
with the covers of the books.
Yeah.
And she has an Amish romance.
Oh my
Amish?
gosh. I love it.
Yes.
If you don't know, I used to be secretly obsessed with Amish
Interesting.
romances.
I saw this and I was like, Kaylee, Kaylee has to read
I
it.
don't know what it is. I think
She
my
is
grandma used to read
So
them.
funny.
And I used to find them on her shelf back, like, when I lived with my grandparents, and I would just read them. But they're so funny.
She has a ton of stuff, and this is, I think, the first one. It's by itself. Jennifer Milliken. She has a lot of strange-looking things that I probably wouldn't read just by looking at the covers. But Here for the Cake. It's gonna be a 5-star. I'm curious. Okay. I feel like I know that they're gonna obviously end up together. I'm waiting for the thing to happen that splits them apart for a minute. Yeah. But I am curious what happens to the sister, and because there's some things that are happening that I'm like, ooh, that's red flags
for the fiance.
So it's giving unhoneymooners.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a second book that comes out of that.
I would hope so. It's so good.
Ooh,
and they both kind of have family issues.
Yeah.
She has a rough childhood. Dad disowned her because she didn't want to go into the field that he works in.
Yeah.
And his dad, like, he had severe dyslexia and had to go to a special school for it. And then ended up publishing a book. And but they swap, like, they barter. Yeah. He is her fake boyfriend, and she's going to try and do social media for him to have a presence because publishing companies won't pick him up.
Okay.
Interesting.
It is so good.
Okay, I can't
wait to finish it.
That sounds good.
I just started it yesterday. I'm almost done.
I put The Bodyguard by Catherine Center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Have you either?
I hadn't read it,
but it's really good. It's fun because she is his bodyguard. So she's the bodyguard, and he is an actor.
Weird. Okay.
Okay.
And whenever he first meets her, he's like, "You're the one that's gonna protect me." And
but does
she's
she
like,
come across like?
No,
she ain't
no,
bitch.
Oh,
no,
okay,
no. So like, she was like, "All right, come at me then." Put him on his butt 2 seconds flat.
Oh my gosh.
And he was like, "Okay, I'm sorry." He falls first.
Interesting.
She has to go stay like on his family's farm to protect him and stuff like that. It's so good. It's cute.
Ooh,
And it's different than your normal gender reverse roles. Like I loved it.
I like that.
And she's very feminine. Like it's a fun time.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah,
interesting.
And there's no spice. She doesn't write spice. So
okay,
sign
me up.
Yeah,
everybody's like done. Check.
I feel like she's very similar to Sarah Adams.
Yeah, she is.
Like very.
Like, I don't
like. Catherine Center.
Catherine Center.
Okay, I've heard you talk about her before.
Yeah.
Either she writes Fade to Black, or there's just
nothing.
Nothing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it doesn't need it. She fills them with so much banter.
See, that's when you know books are good.
Right.
Yeah.
When they don't need it at all.
I feel like people throw that in there just to be like, I need people to want this book. So it's going to have spice.
Yeah.
But
no. That's why I like The Wedding. Or Here for the Cake. Because it's very tastefully done.
Yeah. I put The Beach Trap by Allie Brady.
Yeah.
Kaylee just read this. I read it years ago. But it's so cute. They like... If I'm correct, it's been a while. They come and they fix up the house, right?
Yeah, they're and one of them wants to sell the house. One of them wants to keep the house, but they both end up finding
people.
Love.
Yeah, it's so cute. You would love it.
Okay.
It's like a fun little you can read it in 2 days.
Okay,
it's very Parent Trappy,
very cute. Yeah,
but, at the beach. That. So if you love Parent Trap as a child,
I did.
Yeah,
you're
loved
for
it.
sure gonna love this.
Okay. She has 3 other books. I haven't read any of them, but I had actually. I put on that reel that I made about summer releases, put one of her new books. So she's just, there's not spice, is there? Yeah, it's no spice. Very like cute, sweet, fun, beachy.
Very Hallmarky.
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay, I can get behind that. It's your turn.
I don't know.
Oh, are we doing it like
I
this
don't know.
way?
I think we got messed up, but I put Runaway Love by Melanie Harlow.
Is that the one with the kisses on the side?
It is. It's the one I picked up at Target randomly.
Yeah. And it was cute.
It was so cute. So it's basically a runaway bride situation.
Ooh.
So this girl and this rich snooty man, she finds him in the act right before their wedding.
Oh.
Like literally while they're at the wedding hall with her maid of honor.
Oh.
So she embarrasses him
Absolutely.
by walking out and then telling everybody at
what
the
happened.
Wedding. Yes. And so she then runs away. he cuts off everything of hers. So she's stuck in this town that she doesn't know with absolutely nothing. She doesn't have any family. But she ends up at this man's house because he needs a nanny. Well, first she ends up at a bar. Then she ends up at this man's house. Because I think the sister was the bartender, and she's like, my brother needs a nanny. He has an apartment above his garage. Like, it's a good situation. He takes one look at her and is like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because she's in her wedding dress. She doesn't have anything else. You know?
Oh.
It's so funny. And
oh my gosh.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a fun read.
Oh.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it was.
I should have
That
known it
sounds
was
great.
going to
I mean,
have a single dad
It's
trope.
not closed the door, but the kids are older.
Okay.
They're not young.
Okay.
I
That
mean,
does not bother me.
They're young enough to still live with the dad, but
I
they're
think
not.
single dad's fine if there's a good reason why they're single. Like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this is the book because all of the books
Get
jumble in
jumbled,
my
yeah.
head. I think the mom left to go move to like Paris or something and
Oh
left
my
the
gosh.
kids with them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds cute. Is that going to be on your reel?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Is the match?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do 2 different. I'm gonna do like a single dad nanny side and just like a
The daddy
regular
reel.
single
Yeah.
dad. The daddy.
Yeah.
The daddy reel.
The daddy.
That song has been in my head for weeks. And I see different TikToks with it. It's mainly fantasy people. Like, you know, like
That is so funny.
Yeah,
I love it.
and with Robert Irwin, I've seen that.
Yes. That's where I've seen it. Yes.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know the words, but I hear the song in my head.
It's playing in my head right now.
Just don't know the words.
I don't know the words either.
Okay, so I did It Happen One Summer and
Yes.
Hook, Line, and Sinker
I
by Tessa Bailey.
specifically did not put those down because I knew you would.
And like I said, it's like coastal town. Not really beachy, but
Yeah, it's
coastal
very
town,
coastal.
but very easy to read. Gives off cowbells. That vibe if you like that.
She's hit or
Stuck
miss
Up.
with her books, isn't she?
Is she?
She's hit or miss.
Those are
Yes.
the only two that I've.
Yeah.
She's
I haven't read
very
any, but
hit or miss in her books.
Yeah.
Those are the only two that I've really like thoroughly enjoyed of
Yeah.
hers.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was that book. Remember I sent that to y'all. It was at Target, and I was gonna pick it up. And
Age
it was,
Gap.
but it wasn't just age gap. It was
It's like step siblings.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
because their
no.
parents were
I
together.
know. And if that's for you,
I really wanted
you
to read
know,
that because
go
it looked
for
pretty.
it. It's not for
I'm gonna
me.
pass.
But
Because
It
I have
Happened One
step
Summer-
siblings, and I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, same,
Really strange.
same. But
Yeah.
they're like on fishing boats, right? Like deep sea
Yes,
fishermen.
yes, they're fishermen, burly fishermen.
So
At
it
least
kinda
the
is
one
beachy.
in It Happened One Summer, but then it's his best friend. I personally liked Hook, Line, and Sinker
Is that the
better.
second one?
It's the second
Yeah.
one. It's the sister and the best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that one more because I liked their story better.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like a
They're both
good,
good.
grumpy sunshine and a high maintenance girl that needs to be humbled a little bit, they're good. They're easy reads. And I
Yeah.
think you can. Did I listen to those? I can't remember.
Okay, this is so random. When you say Grumpy Sunshine, do you mean just the FM or the MMC is
The
Grumpy
MMC,
Sunshine?
yeah.
How do you
Yeah, I feel like the MMC is normally
see? I take it as
Grumpy Sunshine.
one is grumpy, one is sunshine.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's how it is.
No, I know. I think
It's like I thought it was like Grumpy to Sunshine.
No, it's one is grumpy, one is sunshine.
I don't think it matters, but I was like, I wonder if that's
Either
what
way,
she means.
both-
Because you had mentioned the girl, and then he's a Grumpy Sunshine, and I was like,
Either way,
okay,
both applicable.
yeah,
in this book.
they are. I mean,
Yeah.
and what
He
you
goes
said
from
makes
grumpy
sense,
to
but I was like, I
sunshine.
don't think that's what that means.
See, when I hear grumpy sunshine, one of them is grumpy and mean, and one of them is
It's
like
If I'm
a
being
ball
honest,
sunshine.
I
Yeah.
don't think I truly understood what that was. I just heard grumpy, and I was like, "Why sunshine?" But whatever.
I feel like
them.
Lucy Score writes a lot of Grumpy
yeah,
Sunshine.
she does. Like Story of My Life is very grumpy
Archer's
sunshine.
voice is Grumpy Sunshine. Like typically he is the grump,
yeah,
and she is like this
that
like
part
reverse.
completely
effervescent,
picked up
like
on.
yeah,
yeah.
It's the same way that I thought Christina Lauren was one person.
accurate.
Two people.
I definitely thought it was one person.
Yeah.
So I did not understand that trope meant.
so funny. You just said that, and I was like, because I think you've said it before, and I was like, I don't think that's what that means.
Those are my favorite tropes, though. So that's
Yeah,
probably
I
why
like
I've
them.
never paid attention to it.
Yeah.
That
I would
makes
say
so
Practice
much
Makes
more
Perfect
sense.
is Grumpy Sunshine too.
That makes a lot of sense. That's
No,
really
not
funny.
Practice. No.
What?
When in Rome.
When in Rome. Yes, When in Rome is Grumpy Sunshine.
I was like, what is the name of that book?
Yes, When in Rome is Grumpy Sunshine.
Yeah. So I put Abby Jimenez.
Same.
Okay. Just for the Summer was the one I
I
specifically
put Just for the Summer.
And I put Happily Ever After playlist, but
Yeah, that one's a good one too.
I did Fall Risk because it was a quick audiobook.
I almost put that, but I was like, is it just an audiobook though?
It's on Kindle.
No, it's on
you
Kindle.
can read it.
Oh, that's true. Okay. And it's short.
But I also did Yours Truly. Did I? No, I didn't. But that one would be good too.
Yeah, that one would be really good. I put Just for the Summer too because
It's summer vibes.
it's summer vibes.
And I actually put him as one of my boyfriends.
I did too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He's great.
He is.
He's so great. That's
You
a
haven't read
really
it yet,
good
have you?
one.
No.
It's on Kindle Unlimited.
Is it?
Yes.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
It's about these two people who essentially like can't find their person, and every time they date someone, the next person the ex meets becomes their like husband or wife, and so they have this curse on them that's like
They met on like Craigslist or something.
yeah. So there's this like whatever website it is that's like what are they called? Some kind of
don't
curse
remember.
where it's like you're the there's a
Curse
name
breaker
for
or
it.
something.
Yeah.
Like, they start dating now, and they're hoping that when they break up,
That they'll meet their next person.
but they end each
So
other.
they're like, what if we just be that person and we
Yeah.
date each other so that when
I
we break up,
love that.
it's cute. And
That's
he's
cute.
great.
And it's like anxiety rep.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
That's the one where she has the issue in the house, right, with the mom? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
He
It's
has
really
Okay,
good.
it's been on my list.
I think they both have issues
Yeah,
with
but she's the
mom.
one that the mom is psychotic. Yeah, okay. It's
Love a
really, really
psycho
good.
parent.
It's so cute. And he's precious.
Okay, I need to add that one.
I put Story of My Life by Lucy
I
Score.
want to read that so bad now.
I do too. The book is large.
It's very,
It
all
is
of her books
very
are very
large.
large.
It's kind of scary.
But it's less overwhelming when you read it on Kindle Unlimited, which is where I read it.
Honestly,
I'm
though,
gonna
like
have to read
there's
it.
some romances that are like 600, and I'm like, oh my god, hers read really fast. Like you can,
They do read really
flip
fast,
through 'em
but
pretty
also
quick.
you're like, it doesn't need to be this long.
And all of her books are that long.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But the story is really good. It's
Yeah.
literally one of the only Lucy Score stories that I've loved.
Because it's the MMC that you
MMC.
actually like. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun because it's like she is writing a book. It's the one where she's writing the book,
Yeah.
and she
that's
bases
right.
their dates off of, or she
The book
writes
is
the
based off
book
their-
based off their dates. Yeah, so she's writing her MMC around Campbell because he's like a grumpy, broody man, but like
Grumpy Sunshine.
he's hot. Oh, I don't know that it's Grumpy Sunshine. It's more like grumpy because she's going through a divorce.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
And she's trying to get out of the mindset that her ex-husband put her in, that she's
Right.
not worth it, her
Yeah.
books aren't worth it, and so she's trying to write a bestseller to put him in his place.
Interesting.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a fun time.
I put Carly Fortune. Every Summer After is my favorite of hers, but I also did Meet Me at the Lake. They're both very like, I mean, it's the lake, but they're like beachy, like summery vibes. Every Summer After is basically Love in Other Words. So if you like Love in Other Words, it's super good.
Yeah,
Both of them, she's kind of like Allie Brady. They're like, she writes a new summer book every year. That's all she writes. And they're just very like lighthearted and easy to read. And she's nominated one Golden Summer.
Okay.
So they're
sounds
cute.
good.
They're super cute.
I threw a wild card in there because I was like, oh, I'm going to read for the vibes. Trial of the Sun Queen.
I put that too.
That book, I'm telling y'all, I loved that book. I ate it up. It is such an easy read, such a quick read, and it's a light fantasy.
Yeah.
So if you want something other than your typical romance, that would be a good, easy read to do.
Heard it gets more fantasy as you get into the series.
And
I would
see, I
even
appreciate that.
Say Metal Slinger would probably be
Yeah, Metal
a
Slinger
good
would
one, 'cause
work
it's
too.
light fantasy.
Yeah.
But Nisha Tully also has out a new romance book.
Yes, and I need to read that.
What is it? I literally just added it to my list the other day. Because I want to read it. Because
I wanna read it too.
I loved her writing.
What's it called? Something work, right? It's like a
Yes,
workplace romance.
Hold on. Not safe for work.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
safe for work.
Yeah. So I'm
That
excited.
could go.
Also,
couple
just
different
added The
ways.
Faking Game on here by Olivia Hale. Have you ever heard of her? It's one of my randos that pop up on Goodreads.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good.
But it's got a
Add.
4.34 rating.
Nice. With how many?
Not a lot, but 858. But still,
Okay.
that's not bad.
No.
But it's fake dating with rich people. So
That's nice.
I put The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I don't know if you all.
I haven't read her.
She's YA.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This one is less YA. It's kind of like the Powerless YA where it's YA but it's not YA.
Yeah.
So basically these two people meet on like this dating website and have a one night stand. And she
YA?
That's what I'm saying. It's like why there's no on page anything. It's like
but what I want my 13-year-old reading that.
I don't know that this one is specifically YA. I know she writes some other ones that are YA, but I know there's no spice like on page.
Okay. Yeah.
But basically she wakes up and like realizes she hit rock bottom, so she crawls out of the room, and then they meet, I think, on another website, and don't know it's each other. Or it's like in person, like speed dating or something. They meet somehow another way, and they're like, "Oh, it's you again." It's you. And so they decide that they're not a match for each other, but they want to be each other's wing people. And so after every like failed date, they always go to the same spot and get tacos and talk about their date, and then they end up. It's like a love wager who can fall in love first. You know what I mean?
That's cute.
That is kind of cute.
It is. It's sweet. It's fun. It's a very quick read. Like it's not long at all. So
that sounds cute. I did Emily Henry. I did Beach Read because I feel like
she's such a big like summer name.
Not my favorite, but she has a couple good ones. And I also did Kaylee's favorite.
People we meet on vacation.
Which I love. Actually, it's like I think it's great. But that one, they literally go on vacations together, like their whole life. So each week, every couple chapters, they're like in a new place, which is kind of cool.
It's
for, like,
such a bad
beachy.
book, though.
I loved it.
Well, I just don't like it because it switches from like
they're friends
past
to lovers.
presents.
Oh, see, I
and
like that.
the spice in it was very cringe.
Yeah, the only thing the scene I didn't like was the whole like
balcony scene.
No, when they're like camping with those random people.
I think I DNF'd it by then because I don't remember that.
Oh, interesting.
I stopped reading it. I was done with that book.
I honestly loved it, but she's not my favorite. But she is very beachy.
Beach Read was my favorite.
Okay,
really?
Yeah,
the cover is really pretty.
Favorite.
It is pretty. They just came out with like a deluxe version, and it's gorgeous. It's like yellow. It's really pretty.
I liked Beach Read. I've liked a few of her books, like Funny Story. I really liked.
Yeah, they're okay. They're fine. Like, I read every single one of her books, but
I really want to read
Great Big Beautiful Life.
Though.
It's on my summer TBI. We'll see. It's like a 20-hour wait on Libby. So.
Well, I have it. I can bring it to you whenever you want to read it.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay. I put Wilder on here.
I did too, actually.
Because it was
I wouldn't say any other of hers.
No.
But definitely Wilder.
I would. Oh. That's
maybe.
A good
I feel like that one's so heavy.
I don't think it's
not as heavy as The Things We Leave Unfinished.
That's true.
I was not putting that on the
list.
That's
true. Wilder's not heavy at all, though.
I don't feel like Variations heavy. I feel like it has enough like of a romance fake dating subplot to be fun.
I think so too.
Yeah, and they it's based in the summer.
Yeah, that's true. Wilder is a fun one. Cruise vibes and
I put Wild Love on there too.
Wild Love's a good one.
I really need to get into the rest of that series.
Yes, you do.
Because I really liked Elsie Silver.
Weston Belmont, the second book in that series, is on my top 10 boyfriend list. Yeah,
interesting.
Okay. I love that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I did Between the Lines by Brandy Pelleter, which is she's an indie because I've talked about her before.
Okay.
Yeah,
she's an indie author that nobody knows about, but it's like it has nothing to do with the beach. It's just a fun, quick read. Yeah, it's super easy to read. It's honestly, I think, based in a school year. She's a teacher.
Yeah.
But it's an easy read.
Yeah.
So that's why I put it, because you could easily read it in one day sitting at the beach. It's very short.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Yeah, same. We had a lot of overlapping reads.
I know. So read those.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. Because I feel like there's a couple authors that are known for being beach authors.
Right.
So.
Especially, we like all the same authors.
Yeah.
But those are all really good. The ones that overlapped, you should definitely check out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Awesome. Next week, we're ranking book boyfriends.
Or no, next week is...
Oh!
Next week is our interview with
Luke
Luke
Bateman.
I'm so excited. I still
was such
am
a
like
good
pinching
interview.
myself that actually happened.
I told my parents because they wouldn't care about like book talk, but I was
Right.
like, I interviewed the Australian Bachelor. And
Yeah.
they're like, what? Like, no, I'm serious.
No,
Like,
I'm
yeah, for
actually
real.
serious.
he actually was.
I think that's so cool, and he was such a genuine guy. I'm really
Yeah.
excited for y'all to see that interview. Just because there's a lot going on TikTok, and you can get swept up in everybody's opinion. But like talking
he was
to
so
him,
nice.
He was
Yes.
so kind. Yeah.
yes, and I'm really excited to read his book.
Yep.
So
So definitely tune in next week so you can hear whether or not Luke liked Tamlin.
And what
That
house?
was
What
question number one.
Harry
What-
Potter house he is?
What
Yeah.
Harry Potter house he is.
all
Yeah,
the
for
questions
sure.
you
All the
actually
questions.
want to know.
The important questions.
Yeah.
For sure. So we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.